Hi there everybody, Peter of England. Now this video has been a long time coming. You won't realize that, but it's one that I proposed to put together in November of 2024. And now here we are, first week of February 2025, and it's just being rolled out. Now there was a reason for that. So it's a very, very large announcement. It's a massive announcement. I don't know when an announcement becomes so big that it becomes incredulous, but this is what this is. It's quite incredulous, and it's concerning Area 52, your involvement in it, and something that has been offered or in the planning since Area 52 was first created or launched or revealed. That was on 21st of June 2023. Okay, so what is concerning, and this is the nature of the video today, is an announcement to all the members who have been waiting and for all those who will find this of interest. It's something I'm not sure that I should mention, but I think my inner integrity states that I really have to now. And this is concerning the passport. We've been working on the passport for some time, but there's been delays in the background for various reasons. And the very big reason, it's going to be coming later in this video, as they say, which hopefully encourages you to keep watching, is the reason that the passports are now ready, and at the same time, it's all tied in with the geopolitics of the planet. In Germany, the AfD, or the German elections, are coming up towards the end of February. Lots of political weight is being put behind this newly elected regime in the United States, and more overtures are being prepared in the United Kingdom by people like the Starmer government, who want to reconnect all of you who voted in the UK for Brexit to now slowly be entangled back into this supranational European entity. So the big news I've got for you today is concerning that supranational identity, and it is all targeted on this date here, which hopefully you can see on the screen. Now, the announcement about the passports, the one you've been all waiting for, is that on the Area52.life website, the digital diplomatic passports are now available for you to purchase. Okay, so I would suggest that you go there and have a look at that, Area52.life. You need to be a member, obviously, before you can purchase the passport. The passport, I reiterate, is a digital document. It isn't something for you to run off your printer at home in A4 size and bind up or give to someone. The future seems to be digital. These days, for all or for the majority of transport or for travel, you are going to, for example, in the UK, all UK nationals and people, UK nationals wanting to go into the Schengen area of the European Union, the people who want to go from that Schengen area into the UK, people from Canada also and America, have to prepare or apply for what's called an ETA, Electronic Travel Authority. In effect, an electronic online visa which is delivered to their email address, and they show. Tony Blair, the infamous Prime Minister who took the country to war in 2001, he is also saying that the future is a digital type of ID document. That's the way the WHO, the UN and NATO and all these other characterizations want to take you. So that's it. The digital download diplomatic passport is available to you. And so all of the content of that passport is protected under two main guidelines. One is the 1961 Convention on Diplomatic Relations, which provides, which I have made sure for you, that there is copyright protection on the passport. The passport, therefore, not only your signature, but your facial identity and the documentation on there provides you immunity from the ETIAS/VIS system, which is the European Union's regulations that have been introduced now for all people in the UK and especially in other countries worldwide, where you have to have some form of identity visa which clocks you in and out of the country. If you want to avoid that, if you want to radicalize yourself, if you want to implore some type of creative dissent, I'd suggest you sincerely look at obtaining the diplomatic passport, because the diplomatic passport is everything in one package. The diplomatic passport comes with an identity card for daily use if you're stopped or questioned. It also comes with a naturalization document which shows that you have become a dual national of another country, giving you later rights maybe to revoke or rescind your current citizenship, but that's something we can deal with collectively later. And it also provides you with the ability in a few weeks' time to apply for a set of number plates, diplomatic plates for your car or transport or whatever you want to call it, or to put on the back of your horse-drawn buggy if you're an Amish. So that's the way we are taking it. It's time for you to break out of jail. So what's being provided to you here is Area 52 as a state, a protected realm, a zone of security, protection, and separation. Because things are getting pretty hairy in the world. Things are getting particularly uncomfortable in the world, and if you don't do something now, like the frog in the boiling pot of water, if you don't go out soon, you're going to find yourself too weakened to be able to jump out of that pot of water anyway. So the diplomatic digitally downloadable passport is available in all countries. It's what you've been waiting for. It's a complete package. It's a political ideology encompassed or incorporated into the document. Now, why we have had to wait on this is that on October the 18th, 2024, a series of letters were delivered by courier to 9 important agencies. And save me reading these out. These 9 important agencies I will hold up to the camera, so hopefully you can see them. So for example, this was to the United Nations, to NATO, to the European President, the European Justice Ministry, the European Immigration Authority, Interpol, Europol, notifying them that a diplomatic clear channel for travel of diplomats of Area 52 was requested and required. So, you know, when you go to the airport or to a port of passage these days, what it says is EU passport holders only, or it will have all other passport holders to go one way. What we're looking for here, and this is the campaign, and it takes you to help me to get it, and the government of Area 52 to push this through. We need an Area 52, what's called clear access diplomatic channel. Bear in mind, people, that the passport, the digital passport, is for you and for your immediate family members. So if there's 5 of you in the family, you don't have to get 5. It also gives the vehicle that you're traveling in diplomatic status, and we will also show you how to claim diplomatic mission status for your principal residence. So that's something that we will work on as we go. So I'm not going to belabor the point too much now, but this is the main pushback. The main pushback against the European Union, the European visa and ETIAS system, the Gestapo-like same mentality structures being introduced into the UK by the atheistic, Bolshevistic, communist Starmer government, which is nothing more than a handshake continuation, baton holding, passover to Starmer from the Conservatives. And so the main crux of this here coming through to you now is that something happened on March the 25th, 1957, which is applicable now to every German, every French, Italian, Belgian individual from Luxembourg, wherever you are, Croatia. In fact, 27 countries comprising, with the UK thrown in, about 500 million residents. This announcement is for you. Okay, so this is the big part of the announcement. It doesn't get any bigger than this. All of you, many of you, complain that you want change. You want a political out. Politics is only what's called your highest held spiritual belief. Anybody that says, politics is this, politics is that. No, politics is how you perceive others. Yeah? And unfortunately, the entire planet is infected with a spiritual ethos, which is purely service to self. What we want in Area 52 is a change of mind. This is only done by changing our minds, and so I need you on board with me to announce this new change. And it will go through the mind. Yeah, it's infected into people's minds. So this is like lighting a lamp in someone's mind. My lamp lights your lamp lights someone else's, and we can have a cascading ripple domino effect, not necessarily around the world, because this is only for those people who've got the foresight and the creative mindset to want to push this through. And be under no doubt that when you are carrying this diplomatic passport from Area 52, you are making a statement. People out there, the controlling elite, will know of it. They are highly aware of this, and this protocol has waited and been slightly delayed until now because we can see that the European zone is beginning to crack. And why it's cracking is, one, that we have Alice Weidel and people like Christine Anderson and this the second in command, Timo, can't remember his family name. Looks like that the AfD could have a massive victory in the German elections. If that's the case, there is a massive sea change in the European scene. Not necessarily favorable, but it could be. So what happened here on March the 25th, where we come now into 67 years and approximately 9 months later, we have something that was created on that day, and it was something called the Treaty of Rome. That was the founding treaty, the foundational treaty of 6 post-war bankrupt countries that came together, and here's the biggie, the one you've been waiting for, fraudulently, provably fraudulently, communicated to all these individuals the proof of the fraud, and available to members of Area 52, that the Treaty of Rome, the foundational document for the European Economic Community, was invalid, fraudulent, and therefore what that means is that every piece of legislation, every agency, every central bank or flag or architecture relating to either taxation, the way you can build your house, the way you spend your money, the what and wherefores of what you can do within that Schengen area are null, void, invalid, and inoperable. Now you might say, oh, this is really a David and Goliath struggle here, because how are you possibly going to make any impact on it? It doesn't work like that. There is a glue, a photonic glue, a truth glue that holds things together. And that glue is slowly being unstuck. So you need to now become the active creator of what replaces it, instead of being the reaction to it dissolving. And with that dissolving comes the fact that once a lie is exposed, 2/3 of the work has been done. The other 1/3 is taken care of by the dissolution or the chaos within the house within which it sits. Okay, so this is the nature of the announcement. This is as big as it gets, that the European Union, the Schengen territories, all its legislation, all its identity documents, its passports, its what you can and can't do, are null and in void or voided, invalid, and the proof has been submitted. Okay, that's as much as I can do. If any of you can pass this video into anyone connected with the AFD, anyone that wants to interview me on the specific details of it, I'm here, I'm available. And what I'm saying is, if knowledge is truth and truth is power, then if what I am saying is true and correct, then it's very, very powerful. Therefore, unless someone has a higher, outranking, trumping philosophy or ideology that can defeat this, then they must accept the predication of what really is being stated here. And so what this means is that if the void has been created in the European Union, that means it's been created globally. There are other things that you have been tricked into going along with, I assure you. And certain factions know of it and are now bringing that out to help you progress into this maybe slightly better, less restricted, happier future. I don't know. You've got to get off your arse and do something about it, though. It isn't going to just come and knock on the door and say, hey, you've been waiting for me. So Area 52, go and join it. Become a member first, then look at the content of the website, and then apply for your passport. Lots of comments are going to come on this. Please fill in the comments and I will try and answer as best I can. But once again, if anyone out there wants to interview me on this, whether it's Richard Vobes on his channel, whether it's Neil Oliver for GB News, whether it's, well, in short, anyone, I'm happy to comply. So Peter of England saying, I hope you found it interesting and go and take action now.